There we go. You should be able to hear me much better now. Let me know if you can. And what I am going to do... let me know if you can. I don't like that. And what I am going to do... let me know if you can. I don't like that. And... Okay, sorry about that. Forgot to turn the volume off. It's been a long day. So, thank you for watching. This is our weekly Q&A, so you can bring your own questions. I can answer them for you. We can chat about whatever you'd like as far as quail goes. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can. I'd appreciate it. We always like to have fun with where everybody is. So if you want to let us know where you are, that's always fun. So whenever you have a question, go ahead and just ask away and I will get to it. We try to do these for every Sunday at 7 p.m. for 30 minutes, and we'll get started. Before I have any questions, a couple different things. Remember that every month we are picking a winner for someone that's under 18 to win some free hatching eggs from Myshire Farm. To get started, we've done a video on that, but that is going on monthly. So I just wanted to show that. All right, so let's just get started. I did bring my tablet, so hopefully instead of going back and forth, I'll just be able to read it on here. So I'm really excited about that. And you can tell that it's getting warm because I've got like 2 flies in this barn, and I happen to go wherever they are. So it's really driving me crazy right now. All right, so Kiki, you're here. Ben Arnold, I'm from Michigan. Welcome. Getting my first eggs. Thank you for everything you guys do. Appreciate it. Tanya, me too. Welcome. Daniel said he can hear me loud and clear. Texas, welcome. Kentucky, Southern Indiana. My pansy fees, are they feather sexable? They are feather sexable. They are feather sexable, yes. So it's just like all the other feather sexable ones. Usually they'll have a really dark head for males, but it's the same spotted chest. Some of them are really hard to tell because they're just so patterned, but yes, they are feather sexable. The Philippines, welcome. William Safford, welcome. Do tuxedos hatch more males than females? I hatched 16 and all males. I have more than 5-week-olds, but not sure sex yet. Got eggs from you. I hatched 16 and all males. I have more that are 5 weeks old, but not sure sex yet. No. None of them lay more males than females. It all averages 50%. I would double check and make sure they are all males. If you sexed them too soon, you could easily miss some things. I would check those again, but if you hatched out 16 males, that would be remarkable and sad. Both. It would be remarkably sad. So that is strange. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Carl, Illinois, welcome. I will be going to Illinois Thursday. Ben Arnold, if I make my snowies with my SSEs, will it hurt the genetics? No, you make snowies out of SSCs. However, you could possibly breed out the feed gene. You just want to be careful with it. But no, you can. Sorry, mix. I don't know what that means. If I make snowies, will it hurt the gen? Yeah, right. I got you. Are my darker black chest ones the girls? Males are more white with the reddish heads? Yes, that is correct. for the most part. I still vent sex those just to be sure, but I've only been wrong like 3 times. But all 3 times I was wrong. I thought they were males. They turned out to be hens, and 3 hens is quite a bit. So let's see. They're crowing. They're 6 weeks old. They're 6-week-old on Tuesday. Oh yeah, I would wait. I bet you have some hens. You might have some vocal hens, but tuxedos usually mature the young or the oldest. Usually with tuxedos, I can't tell until week 8, sometimes week 7. They tend to be a little behind the curve as far as maturity goes. Let's see, Zach. I'm excited. Missouri, welcome. I was going to be going to Missouri this week, but I'm not. I'm going to Illinois instead. So that's pretty exciting. I'll be going Thursday. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will be looking down quite a bit, just because I'm reading the comments. Make sure that I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to do more live chats. I wasn't planning on going out of town, but I have to go out of town. So that kind of puts a damper on 2 days, and 2 days of work is a lot. So I'm a little behind on the stuff I wanted to get done, but I'm usually always behind on the stuff I want to get done. So Washington, Missouri, welcome. Where in Illinois are you going? You know, I knew you were going to ask that. It's on my phone. It's the south tip of Illinois. I can't remember. It's on my phone. So, what are you doing? Okay. Sorry, my daughter walked in and was taking stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? All right, so if you have any questions about quail, I did get some stuff together in my head as far as frequently asked questions. I get quite a bit of questions every week, so I can go over that if there are no questions. And then if there are no questions after that, then we'll just turn it off early this week, and we'll see you next week. But we will, even though I'm going out of town, we will be here on Sunday at 7 p.m. here in case you have any questions. And then I did need to go through some just basic stuff that I needed to let all of our customers know that I will let you know also. Is there any relationship on hatch rates from egg size? Well, I believe with the research that I've done, it is a myth that 20-gram eggs have a low hatch rate. I don't think they do. Now, I do think that they don't travel as well, but they don't have a lower hatch rate. In my opinion, 21 grams and over, you start dropping off a little bit. But not as much as people think is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Got a couple questions here. Again, before I read, make sure you hit that like button. Really, really appreciate it. The Spruce Meadow Farms from Goose Bay, Canada. Welcome, welcome. Indiana, welcome. If you breed 2 different colors, does it matter which one is male versus female? It does. You would have to let me know what you want to breed, and the purpose for it. Like, what would be the purpose? Is it the same person? I don't think it's the same person. It might be. Somebody asked earlier, like, if I breed the SSCs with the Snowies, will that change the genetics? Well, I could tell them what I would do, but it depends on what they're looking for, what they're trying to do. So everything, it's simple, but it's complicated at the same time, if that helps. Let's see. Welcome, Wales, UK. That's awesome. Coronadale area. I don't know. I've driven through Illinois before, but I've literally just driven through it. So I really don't remember. It's off of 57. I think I'll be taking 57. Is that the highway there? Another person from the UK. Welcome. You know, I would love to, Kiki. I don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can. Ah. Yes, I can. And I did. Let's see. I'm new to incubating, but my first hatch of quail from questionable source had leg issues. I have some from you in now. Should I be concerned about settings or the source of the first hatch? Okay, a lot of people are not going to like this answer. So, leg issues could possibly be genetic. Very rarely is it genetic. It's usually environmental. So, with chicks that hatch out with sprayed leg or wry neck or things like that, it's because they were in the egg too long, usually meaning that the humidity wasn't high enough. So they spent extra time in there trying to break the shell, and then they kind of formed the wry neck, or their feet were different. Also, usually because they're so little, any slippery surface will give them spray leg, and it's like instantaneously. So we use the automotive blue paper towels because now all of our brooders have wire bottoms. So we use the blue paper towels because they're not slippery, whereas regular paper towels are awful. Like, don't ever use regular paper towels in your brooder because you'll have a ton of spray leg, which is why we got rid of the mats that we had in the old brooders, because if they're like, we used bedding in there, but if they would kick the bedding around, that rubber was so slippery that they would produce wry neck or spray leg. So it could be a couple different things. It could be genetic. I don't know, but I would not worry about it. If you didn't see a huge fatality issue once they were born, if none of them were born in any other deformity, then I would not worry about it. Let's see. I know that you are having bad luck with celadons breeding true, but have you ever seen eggs from celadons that are blue but still have normal splotches? I got some like that. Continued below. I got some like that in a celadon egg order from another breeder, and have spoken to another person in BOIC who hatched out mixed eggs from you, who ended up with one hen that lays eggs like that. Yes, some of them do. We've actually had pretty good success with the celadons, but I'm actually going for a specific kind, and that specific kind is a specific tint of blue and also with the splotches. So that's kind of why it's taking forever. But whenever, if ever, I get that done, it'll be like the coolest egg ever. So I've got 15 of them. They're still not breeding true. It's not 100% true. But I'm adding it up. I'm getting there. Good question, though. It's rare, but it's doable. Let's see. Basically, I have 25 eggs of each and would like to encourage a few extra snowies. I am mainly interested in the SSCs, though. I got confused, so I'm going to read that again. Sorry. Basically, I have 25 eggs of each and would like to encourage a few extra snowies. I am mainly interested in the SSCs, though. If it was me, I would put them in 2 separate cages, because you're going to get SSCs out of your snowies, and then SSCs will give you much better SSCs if they're mixed together. That's what I would do. If you're more interested in the SSCs, then you would want SSC males over snowy hens. Think of it as what you want is what you want the male to be. Does that make sense? Think that makes sense? How did that happen? Hold, please. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay, thanks for help. I have 6-week-old, 48 of them. 4-week-old, 110 of them. And 22-week-olds, all from you. Wow, that's great. 48 6-week-olds, 110 4-week-olds. Must have been a really good hatch. And 22-week-olds. Doesn't seem like a very good hatch. Hopefully you only ordered 30. You're going to have quite a bit of quail pretty quick. Tom, we had bad legs because eggs stored up wrong end. That is, yeah, that definitely could be it as well. Good. I didn't even think about that. That's true. Hi, how can I teach quails to use nipple water? They are almost 40 days old and still not using it properly, and I have to supply them with additional water. I have checked and water works fine. You know, hopefully somebody on here, and that's kind of what I would like to do, is not only me tell you, but you guys tell me, because like I get a lot of questions about incubators, like store-bought incubators. I have no idea because I haven't bought an incubator in a long time, like 6 years. So I don't know what's out there, and I don't know what works. I keep saying to myself that one day I'm going to research a lot, and then I'm going to buy some just to try them out, and then do giveaways on them because I don't need the incubators. But I still haven't gotten to that point. But for example, if you have incubator questions, as far as store-bought, like what to buy, I don't know. Sorry, so you guys could help me with that. The reason I said all that is because I've never used the nipple waters, which is also on my list just to try. But my watering system, I've got a system. I like it. I don't want to change it. The nipple water system, if it worked, would probably save me a little bit of time. But I really like to get into the brooders every day and look around and change it out and things like that. So I like it my way. So I've never tried the nipple waters, so I can't respond to that. But if somebody is watching and they can, that would be fantastic because I do not have all the answers. In fact, I had a wrong answer last week and got called out for it nicely. I mean, somebody texted me and was like, I'm like, oh, crap, I read it wrong. So had to take care of that. Perfect, thank you. I was concerned about humidity, and some did seem to be in the eggs for a while after pipping. What was the humidity, Rusty Roost Farm? Yeah, what was the humidity, and what day did they hatch? You know, day 18, day 17, day 20, things like that. Before I go any further, we're getting quite a bit of questions now. Before I go any further, just to throw it out there, I always suggest to leave your eggs in until day 21. So you can take them out earlier. I know some people feel really strongly that after day 18 they pitch them. I don't do that. If something's reading wrong and they hatch out late, 90% of them is going to be okay unless it's like a huge, like, I leave them in there. Unless I don't have room, and then I got to leave them or get rid of them earlier. Sorry, I got to get a drink. While I'm doing this, you can hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Oh, I should have enough battery. It's fine. I had almost, oh wait, I'm lost. Yep, Eric. Hi, Eric. Sorry. I had 4 that almost zipped all the way but never hatched. Humidity issue? Not necessarily. I would need more information as far as how many had in and how many hatched. And I'd be able to tell you. But if it was just 4, it's hard to say. If you had more than 50 eggs in there, then no, I wouldn't say it was a humidity issue. Do you sell pickled quail eggs? We don't. I don't think we ever will. We would be interested in talking to somebody about maybe supplying them eggs, and they doing pickled quail eggs, but I don't think that's something that we'll ever get into. But never say never. Let's see. Awesome. Everyone I have talked to thought that that was something to breed out rather than keep. I like them. They look like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh, the celadons. Yeah. I kept thinking of tuxedos, and I'm like, I don't have green tuxedos. Yeah, I like them. And I think they're pretty cool. If so, how much more do you sell them for? I don't. That is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you very much. Great. I don't remember. Man, my memory. Guys, my memory's awful. I'm glad I could help, though. Let's see. I noticed the SSE birds I hatched seem wilder and flightier. Is this a normal trait? Also noticed they much smaller than all the others I got from you in mixed order. No, I would say all of that is a little odd. I would say they're normal, docile, and they're typically a little bit, yeah, I would say they're a little bit over average in weight, so that's a little strange. A little strange. But I guess it depends on what else you hatched out. I mean, if you had SSCs and jumbos, then that would make sense. And there are quite a bit of colors I've been working on to get their size up, so it's hard to say. They were packed well and pointy end down in the incubator, but I think he has given me some pointers so I can work from. Good. Hope I can help. And if you guys, I'm going to get to all your questions, but if you guys have like a specific issue that I can't really do on here, you're more than welcome to call or text me at 937-760-7282. Honestly, if I'm just being honest, I'm doing these videos to try to eliminate some of those phone calls. But on the same token, if you have specific issues, if you're hatching out and it's splayed leg and you can't figure it out, or, you keep getting poor hatch rates from multiple sources or your own source, feel free to call and we'll work it out. Any incubators can work. It's all up to the operator learning it. That pretty true. Yeah, wife not happy, camper right now, 4-week-old, turns 5 weeks old tomorrow. Just started laying. Wow, that's phenomenal. 5 weeks old and they're laying. Got 39 eggs yesterday from all of them. That's great. Good job. I use Little Giant still air, and I can't get 100% hatches in it. I know my baiter well, and I keep multiple calibrated instruments in it at all times. That's good. And I can get 100% hatches. That's really good. Good job. I watched several videos of waters, and the cup self-water worked well. The cup self-water worked well. Yeah, it did. It does. Braden. On the use of the water system, let it run over a little. They will peck at it, then they can catch on. Yeah. Okay, cool. Spruce Meadow Farms, if you leave eggs for 21 days, do you put feed and water inside the incubator for the ones that hatch on? No, I actually take them out after 24 hours. So if they hatch out on day 17, I take them out on day 18, and then I open up daily. But I get them out pretty fast, and they're in a tray. So I literally, I've got 7 trays, and I always, I take one tray out. Anyways, yeah, I've got a system. But no, I don't put feed and water in there. William, last week did you say 16% layer feed was okay for laying hens? Yeah, that would be fine. You want to make sure that your calcium and your fiber and your crude fat is good. But yes. It won't be on a Q&A. It could be on a Q&A. That wouldn't be an awful idea. But I'm pretty good friends with my feed supplier that do the Caternix blend here that we really like. And so I would like to contact him. We talk, I don't know, 5 times a week. I'm going to see if he could possibly do a Q&A with us. If not, we could at least do a video next time he comes. And we could probably do a feed video, which would be pretty cool. I know I did one last year, but, you know, things change. Do I have to be MPI certified to ship and sell live quail eggs? Thanks in advance. You don't need to be MPIP certified to ship or sell live birds in your state. To cross state lines, you do. Every state is different. A lot of breeders, I wouldn't say a lot of breeders, some breeders are not MPIP certified and they still ship. I would recommend being MPIP certified. But if you're selling or shipping in state, you don't need MPIP paperwork. But it can't hurt to help or have it. Eric, I had 83 in and 65 hatched but lost 4. They did unzip but never hatched. No, I don't think it was the humidity. I think you're just going to lose a couple. 83, 65 hatched. Yeah, that's a pretty good hatch rate anyway. I don't think it was a humidity issue. In fact, I think your incubator was doing pretty good. Eric France, were they shipped eggs or were they your own? Lisa, wait till you're 60. Memory. Yeah, I'm terrified. Oops, hold on. Let's see. Do the colors pick on the white ones more than the other colors? I have 5 whites in solitary because of getting picked on, like almost scalped. Yeah. Yes, I've noticed that as well. I hear a lot of people say like their whites, or they call them Texas A&Ms, are really aggressive and things like that. For example, I just hatched out 500 chicks, and I hatched out, I don't know, 150 out of those 500 were all jumbo whites. And they are all going to be kept separate the entire time because they always get picked on. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why they don't like the whites. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, I've had that issue quite a bit. This week we did an inventory list on, I hatched out a bunch of black tie affairs, which is a mixture of tuxedos. And so when you hatch out tuxedos, you get whites and the solid color and tuxedos. And we always keep the whites separate because they just never do well with everything else. Everything else will get along just fine. So yes, I've noticed that as well. How long do you keep your breeders for, and is it the same for your layers? Gosh. We keep ours, how do I say this? Well, I can just tell you what we do. That'll be easier. We switch out our males every 6 months, sometimes a little bit sooner, because we have very large colony cages, so the males roam around a lot. There's a lot of hens. We just switch them out every 6 months. Plus, I've got a market for old males, so it works out for me. So we switch out our males every 6 months. We switch. First quarter is January, February, March, right? January, February, March, and April and May are my busy seasons. And then it kind of levels off after that. So starting April 1st, I hatch out, how do I explain that? So I've got colony cages. I've got 10 colony cages that have 3 sides on each side. Okay? So starting April 1st, we go to colony cage 1 and then condo 1. So there's 6 condos in each colony. So on April 1st for that week, we take those eggs, we incubate them, we keep them, and then we switch them out. And so by the end of the year, all 10 colony cages have brand new birds in them. So we switch out every year, and it averages out to be 9 months maybe. That was a long answer to a short question. Sorry. I know I hit something, and I don't know if I meant to or not, but Lisa Coverdale and Carl King, I see 2 messages on here that said message retracted. I don't know if I did that. If I did, I didn't mean to. Feel free to comment again. I've got a couple more here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will be closing it up shortly. And make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, because if you want more video, or if you want to catch us on more Q&As, if you have more questions next week, or just want to hang out or whatever, feel free to hit the bell and the subscribe button so it gives you notifications when I go live or do videos. Hey from New Zealand, welcome. We're going towards winter, and I was thinking about keep breeding. The quails have lights and laying, but it will be cold. Do you breed in winter? We do. We breed all year long. The quail will slow down a little bit, but they're not bad. Don't let the waters freeze, and 18 hours of light, and out of the elements. So, preferably no wind gets to them, and no rain and no snow, and they'll do okay. They will slow down a little bit. And you would probably see the fatalities go up just a little, not a lot, but a little. But yeah, they do fine. Daniel, to clarify, you want the male to be whatever trait you are trying to breed in to a project because he is guaranteed to parent to all of his hatchings. If it was just one female, only hers would inherit. That is correct. That is a much better way to explain it than what I was trying to do. Maybe you should be doing this video, because I went on forever and it was confusing, and you were like, so really what you're saying is, yes, that is correct. Thanks for all info. Got to go back to work. Me too. Tanya, white draw predators, it's likely explanation for being bullied more. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just weird. You would think that would be bred out. I don't know. Steven, I was here last week and will be every week, but got to run out from Missouri. Keep up the good show. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Adam, I want to start breeding the Celadon, but in the UK, eBay eggs are 100 euros. Is it euros? I'm an idiot. For 12 just to get the Celadon color. Wow. Is there any way to breed from the color, or would I need the parent stock? You need the parent. You have to have the gene. You can't just create the gene. You have to have the gene. Sorry. Wow. Can't find a video on Papa building my saw one on a lockdown. Can we get him to do one on an incubator? Love watching him. Possibly. I might be able to get George to do it. Papa retired. So not saying that he won't do any more videos, but he retired week before Christmas, maybe? Week after Christmas? I don't know. No, I don't remember. Right after? I don't remember. He retired at the end of last year, is really what I'm trying to say. So we won't be seeing him around as much, but that's still a possibility. George, which is the help that moved to the farm last year, he is pretty much the expert on the incubator. Getting him in front of the camera might be a little difficult, but I will do my best. What do you do with extra males? A lot of stuff. I would, because we could have a 30-minute conversation just on that, but I would recommend, I've got a YouTube video out there about what to do with the extra males. I would watch that because I still believe every word I said in that. So, because it's a really great question. It's just a really long answer. How does the white gene work? Based on how it makes tuxedos if crossed with a color, I would expect it to be dominant and complete dominant. I don't get how it pops up and hatches like a recessive gene. Whites are recessive. So that would answer that. Oh, no, he can't do that. He still might, I mean, he's still here. It's just he's moved on to retirement life. So I really don't get him involved very much anymore because I want him to enjoy retirement life. But he still calls and comes over all the time and comes to the barn all the time and asks what's up. So he's trying to retire. But he's doing hobbies that he really enjoys. He's building stuff again. He redid his workshop. He's really happy about that. And it's about to be spring, so he's got plans, which is good. My Bob Whites and Jumbo Whites both started laying last week. They seem to all lay their eggs between 3 and 6 every afternoon. What could cause that to happen every day at the same time? That's usually what they do. All the quail are different, but they usually, quails love the routine. So you want to make sure that you turn the lights on and you turn the lights off at the same time. You feed them at the same time. You water them at the same time. You know, they love routine. And then they'll get in a routine. And then that's what's wrong is, like, if they get out of their routine is when they stop laying or you start having issues and things like that. So that's normal. I would say my quail are, I would say between 8 p.m. to midnight is usually when they lay the most, I would say. What do you use in your incubator for humidity? My dad and I have built an incubator, but not having any luck getting humidity up to 50%, let alone getting it up to lockdown rate. Humidity, we actually have a couple, long story short, we actually have multiple reptile humidifiers that work great. So we bought it, pretty much, and put it in there. Nope, read that. Advice for keeping quail outdoors in an aviary in the Midwest. We did not have really good luck with that when we tried it. They were very inconsistent laying. A lot of them did not lay very well. I'll be putting the males out there because feed and water them and give them some shelter when it gets hot or cold or rainy or snowy. It's not a big deal, but as far as putting hens in an aviary, I'll never do that again. But they need to feel safe is mainly the biggest issue. Safe and enclosed. So that's pretty much the advice I can give you on that. When we tried it, I guess it was 2017 is when we tried it. And yeah, we kept them out there for, I don't know, a month more. And I forget how many was out there, like 200, 300, 400 hens, because we thought that would be really cool. And then, yeah, I was getting like 12, 15 eggs a day. We brought them back inside, put them in the colony cages, and within like 3 days, I was getting 300, 400 eggs again. So they just didn't like it outside. So we've never tried it again. Lights on a timer each day, constant feed and water. Yep, absolutely. Things we were looking at reptile foggers as an option. That's a really good idea. I really like it. To raise humidity, you can use a pan of water with sponges standing up in it. Creates more surface area. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It was in both, yeah. Our first lockdown and our first incubator that we built, we did that. We had automatic water going into a bowl, a big bowl. And then we had sponges in there, and so it was always filling up. So the more, so yeah, that works out great. Absolutely great idea, and I didn't even think about it because we went to something else. I keep mine in air. Oh, well, then Tanya might be able to tell you what to do. We just never had any luck in an aviary. But we're more of a production standpoint kind of thing. So, like, just thinking about it and then having to collect all the eggs every day scares me. Like, I can't even think about it. Carl, thank you. I've watched hours upon hours of your videos, and your videos are my University of Quail breeding. Well, thank you. Meat and eggs. I'm getting ready to start a business next month and prepping for my... That's great. Good luck and congratulations. That's always exciting. Yes, would love to see a cabinet incubator build. It is built, but everything comes out of it within like 10 minutes so that we can pressure wash it down every week, which doesn't get done every week. It gets done like every 3 weeks, which is still not bad. But I just... long story. But yeah, we could easily take everything apart, put everything back in, do a video on it, and then do a Q&A. I just got to convince them to do it, or I got to learn how to do it all. Which I could give you the basics, but you guys are going to ask so many questions that I'd be like, I don't know. It works. Not my part. Hit the like button. I agree. You said like button, but I think you meant the like button. So yeah, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And holy gosh, we are 42 minutes in. That is way past 30 minutes. All right, so I'll give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Any questions, and then we will cut this off. My husband thought they'd feel more natural in an aviary, but my research said enclosed is better. I just want what's best for them. They can do well in an aviary. I just have never had any luck with it. Can you find me any of my Myshire groups on Facebook, and I can share more information? Yep. And Tanya is on a lot of our stuff. She's on Newbie Quail Lovers. She's on our auction page. She's on BYC. I looked at my quail yesterday and saw that I had a couple of them with growths on the bottom of their feet with cracks. Cage issue? Yes. It can easily be fixed. There's just some parts on there that are kind of rough, so you'll just sand those down, and there's not much you can do with the ones that already have it, but you can prevent it from happening anymore. After watching today's Q&A today, I'm proud and know I'm ready to start because I know a lot of the answers, not all, but a lot. That's good. Very good. I built my incubator from an old wine cooler, and lights linked to a thermostat works great. That's a great idea. Very good idea. Okay, guys. Well, thank you to everybody that watched. I hope that I answered your questions sufficiently. I hope you had a good time. Sorry, I keep getting notifications, and I keep reading, and then I forget where I'm at, and then I stop talking. It's a mess. Anyways, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Next week on Sunday, I am going to answer some questions. I'm trying my best to keep this under 30 minutes, which, let's be honest, that's never going to happen. But I am going to be mindful of it anyway. But next week, our Q&A, I only want it to be 15 minutes long because the last 15 minutes, I want to ask you guys questions and get your feedback on some things that I think would benefit you and benefit me in the long run. And so, yeah, I think that'll be fun. So anyways, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell, because if you hit the bell, it'll give you notifications when we go live. If anybody is interested, on Thursday and Friday, I will be traveling all day. My number is 937-760-7282. Feel free to give me a call. It'll be hooked up to my Bluetooth in the vehicle, and I'll be able to talk to you and answer any questions that way. Also, Make sure you check out Newbie Quail Lovers on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, that is an amazing group with, I don't know, 5, 6, 7,000 members that are just starting out to been breeding for a long time. I'm really proud of that group. It's a great group, very active, and we will be doing auctions this week on hatching eggs on our Facebook group, Myshire Farm Egg Auctions, I think is what I named it. I don't remember. You should be able to find it. But we have a lot of fun on there, so check that out. Guys, I can't thank you enough for showing up, supporting, asking questions, and everything like that. I really appreciate y'all. Monica, good night. Ben, good night. And like button, please hit it. Thank you very much. Daniel, thank you for all the answers. I agree that your channel is like Quail University. I've been binge listening to your videos at work all week. Thank you. I wish I had a better voice, but you got what I got. Jenna would be phenomenal doing these videos, but she will not get on camera. I think I've gotten her to get on camera once. She won't do it ever. There's no chance. There's no hope. She just gets super nervous. Last thing. This is really important. You're really going to want to listen to this. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and it's going to be a game on Newbie Quail Lovers on Facebook. And I'm going to do it on Newbie Quail Lovers this week. Then our next giveaway will be on YouTube. But this giveaway is going to be like a contest kind of thing, and I really think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be posting it on my trip. So I'll be posting it on Thursday, and the first one that guesses the answer correctly will win 30 mixed hatching eggs for free. I really want to have fun on that site. We will get back to YouTube giveaways as well. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Until next time, my friend, take care. Thank you, Salvador. Welcome, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.